Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm not going to be teaching you anything today, I'm just going to be talking at you about a realization that I have come to over the past 2 years, I would say. So I would describe myself as a working musician. I've been playing guitar for about 12 years now, and in the past 2 years I've come to accept something, which is something I think all musicians need to face and accept as well at some point in their development as musicians. And that is that it's okay to not be amazing at everything. Me personally, I have reached a point where I can confidently identify myself musically. I know which genres of music I really enjoy playing and I'm good at. Anything outside of that goes into one of two boxes. That's the I don't like that box and the that impresses me, but I'm okay with not being able to do that myself box. It is very easy, especially nowadays, to feel overwhelmed, inspired but overwhelmed by the amount of amazing musicians there are out there today. But it's important to be able to separate what impresses you on face value from what you actually enjoy playing yourself. For example, I like to play a handful of genres that are closely related to one another, you know, rock, blues, pop, and country. Those are the main genres I enjoy playing. Those are the genres I have practiced in over and over and over again, and as a result, I am good at those things. Earlier on, when I was still finding my identity as a musician, if, for example, I went to see an amazing jazz group, if I went to see an incredible group of jazz musicians, I would feel impressed, but not only that, I would feel a little disheartened at the same time because I couldn't do what these people in front of me were doing. And they made it look so easy, and when I tried to do it myself at home, you know, it sounded terrible because I hadn't spent thousands of hours practicing jazz music, those people had. So I felt like I had a duty to prove to myself that I could also do that. So, you know, I felt like I had to go home, stick my head down and just practice jazz music as much as I could. I felt like I would be a lesser musician if I couldn't eventually do what this jazz band or any, you know, incredible musician I watched that was doing something that I couldn't do. I felt like I would still be less of a musician if I couldn't do what they were doing. So I did go through a period of really intensely practicing jazz music. You know, I would buy jazz theory books and dig deep into them in my practice routines, and I would listen to countless classic jazz albums all the time to really try and develop an appreciation for the music. But that didn't come from a genuine appreciation and love for jazz music. It came from my own insecurities as a musician. So as a result, at some point after a few weeks of really intensely practicing this music, I came to a realization where one day I was just like, you know what, I actually haven't enjoyed any of the practice that I've been doing over the past few weeks, any of the jazz practice. It just didn't click with me. And whilst I could appreciate the amazing musicianship and effort that goes into playing jazz music at a high standard, it just didn't resonate with me. It wasn't the same feeling I got when I discovered country guitar playing for the first time, or when I discovered rock music in general for the first time. For whatever reason, it, at the end of the day, it didn't do anything for me. And I'm not having a go at jazz music here at all. I could be talking about any genre, but this just links to my own personal experience. And what I learned from that experience is something that I have to remind myself of still to this day from time to time. I have to remind myself of this, that you shouldn't let what other musicians might think of you alter the course of your development as a musician. You don't need to be good at something just because your musician friends or the people you watch on the internet are good at that thing. If it's something that you're curious about learning yourself, then I would encourage you to go down that rabbit hole and discover if it really is something you would be passionate about spending time on and getting better at. But if you do that and it turns out that it's actually not something that you're passionate about, just accept that and move on. And to add to that, I don't want this to come off as me saying that you shouldn't explore genres of music that you don't currently play. You know, if I had never have done that, I would still only ever play rock and blues music. When I first went to study music, those are the two genres that I played, and I didn't really play anything else at all. But as the years went on, I was encouraged to explore, you know, different avenues, and I grew to love pop music, funk, soul, country, all of these other things. So the next time that you see something new that blows you away, before you make yourself feel bad for not being able to immediately replicate that yourself, which is something we just by default do for some reason, before you do that, do some thinking. Ask yourself, is this simply something that impresses me on face value and that I can appreciate when I see it, but then move on and continue on the path that I am currently on musically? Or do I really want to explore this style of music and see where it takes me? If the answer is the latter, then great. If it turns out that you enjoy it and really do want to spend time getting better at it, that's cool. If it turns out that it's not something you want to get better at, accept that it's okay, move on, and go back to pushing your comfort zones in the genres of music that you know you love to play. As long as you're able to adopt this attitude, in either scenario, you are growing as a musician and as a person. It's a win-win. All right, everyone, if you've stuck around to watch all of this video, then thank you. I hope that that means that this video, everything that I've been saying, everything I've been rambling on about here has resonated with you in some small way. And I wish you all the best and good luck to you all on your journey as musicians. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up below, click subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.